In recent years, India's political and media landscape has shifted in ways subtle yet deeply consequential. At the heart of this change lies a powerful nexus. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government, sections of the corporate elite, and an increasingly compliant mainstream media. Together, they have blurred the line between patriotism and partisanship, between public interest and private gain. One of their most effective tools is the weaponization of nationalism. Certain outlets, dubbed Godi media by critics, have mastered the art of turning dissent into disloyalty. When opposition leaders question policies or highlight inequality, they are met not with counter-arguments but with accusations of betrayal. The tactic is simple: brand every criticism as pro-Pakistan. In a country where nationalism is lightly bound to identity and history, this framing transforms policy debate into a test of patriotism. It draws a hard line: support the ruling party's vision or be seen as siding with the enemy. The result? Silenced debate, intimidated dissenters, and an electorate polarized on emotion rather than reason. This playbook is now reaching beyond politics into corporate image making. Mukesh Ambani, India's wealthiest businessman, has long been scrutinized for his ties to Modi's administration. Allegations of crony capitalism and monopoly power have followed him for years. But in recent months, a curious shift has emerged. Instead of focusing on his political access or market dominance, sections of the media now cast Ambani as a potential target of foreign hostility, especially from Pakistan's military establishment. Some reports, often citing vague sources, even link these supposed threats to Pakistan's army chief Asim Munir. The evidence is non-existent, but in the public imagination, the facts matter less than the emotional weight. By portraying Ambani as a patriotic figure under siege, the narrative flips. He is no longer just a tycoon with unrivaled influence, he becomes a national symbol. Criticizing his business practices risks being seen as undermining a man defending the nation. It's a strategic diversion, shifting attention from uncomfortable questions about state-corporate collusion, monopolistic behavior, and rising inequality. Stories about sweetheart regulatory deals fade when the headline is about a national icon facing foreign threats. Sympathy replaces skepticism, and scrutiny becomes suspect. The arrangement benefits all sides. For Ambani, it shields him from criticism and reshapes his public image. For the Modi government, it keeps nationalism, its most potent political tool, front and center, while economic grievances are pushed aside. For sections of the media, it produces emotionally charged stories that drive engagement and secure favor with both political and corporate power. This alignment is not about direct orders, it's about converging interests. Politics, media, and capital work in sync to control the national conversation. The lines between government, propaganda, corporate PR, and news coverage blur until they are indistinguishable. The effect is more than just protection for the powerful. It changes the nature of democratic discourses. When dissent is equated with treachery, when corporate figures are insulated by patriotism, and when journalism serves as a narrative enforcer rather than a watchdog, the public sphere becomes an echo chamber. Certain voices dominate, others are drowned out, and critical thinking is steadily eroded. The danger is not merely that leaders and tycoons escape accountability. It is that nationalism, once a unifying ideal, is repurposed as a filter, distorting how citizens see politics, business, and even reality itself. Through that filter, only select stories are told and only certain critiques are permissible. In today's India, this filter serves a small, powerful circle. It ensures that challenges to their authority are neutralized before they gain traction. And because these narratives lean on emotionally loaded themes like patriotism, security, external threats, therefore they are difficult to challenge without being painted as disloyal. Ultimately, the nexus of Modi, the media, and Ambani is not just about influence. It is about narrative dominance. It is about deciding what the public sees, hears, and believes. And as long as that dominance goes unchallenged, the national conversation will be less about the realities of inequality, monopoly power, and governance, and more about the stories the powerful choose to tell.